G'day all you wonderful people, welcome to Adventure Together. My name's Al and today I'm giving you 20 ideas for stocking fillers for the hikers in your life. So Christmas is coming up and we're looking for gifts for those people in our life that we care about, but we don't want to spend too much money because we're in a cost of living crisis. So I'm going to start off with roughly the cheapest and work our way to more expensive. Starting off with number one, a bug net. A bug net goes over the head like this. Ta-da. Not the most fashionable of items, but it is practical, and that's the main point. It's super light. All it is just mesh, and it packs down really small, look, inside the side of the fist. So the point of it is to keep bugs off your face, and on the Appalachian Trail especially, I found that there were these tiny little bugs that as you were walking you would just come up and try and get in your eyes. They would sort of dive bomb at your eyes. So having a bug net with me was great because I could just carry on walking and these things wouldn't bother me. If I took the bug net off, I was always finding I was constantly swatting these things away from my face. But get a bug net. This one I've had for about 10 years. It cost me $1 out of a hardware store in Australia, and I'm sure you can pick them up online for about $3. Get the hiker in your life one of these so that they can just pack it into their pocket, and in mosquito and bug areas they're not going to get bothered by all these flies. Number two on the list is a set of nice tea bags. Now this might seem a bit simple, like why is that specific to camping, but when you've been out all day and you've been hiking, sometimes what you need when you're settling down to camp dinner is to just have a nice cup of tea. It's me being English, I love it. So if you've got an English hiker going out to do a hike abroad, you won't be able to find good English tea bags, so give them that. If you are American and you usually boil your tea by putting it in the microwave, it's time to have a nice cup of tea. Boil it over a stove and have a really good set of tea bags. My favorite tea bags, if you're looking to buy them for me this Christmas, is the Madame Flavor green tea, jasmine and pear tea bags. I love them. They are about $5 to $7 US and they are amazing. I love the taste of those. Really sweet, a nice subtle flavor, and it's really nice to have a treat with your dinner at night and sort of perk up your morale after a really hard day. Number three on the list is one of these. It is a little tripod to steady your camp stove. You put your camp stove on top of this, clip it in, and when you are on unsteady ground it gives it a larger base so that it doesn't wobble around as much. And it's better because all that boiling water that's perched on top of your stove isn't as precariously balanced and it won't fall over into your lap, or at least this will help reduce the amount of times that happens. So it folds up nicely just like this and it'll fit inside your camp pot. Easy. You put your stove in the middle and you can shut the lid with everything around it. They cost about $6 to $7 online. You can get them fairly easily. They are a really good bit of kit. Number four is a cork massage ball. When you're out hiking all day, it is paramount that you look after your body. So using one of these to roll out your feet on, or to roll out your shoulder to get out all the knots from carrying your backpack, is a really good idea to keep you healthy and keep away aches and pains. One of these will set you back about $7 online. They weigh about 20 grams, which is less than an ounce. You can put them anywhere into your pocket or into your backpack or anything like that and just pop them out and roll out your shoulder. Oh, that's nice. So that's a really good gift. It's small, lightweight, cheap, and it shows that you care about the health and well-being of the hiker you're buying a Christmas present for. Number five is a Write in the Rain notebook. So a Write in the Rain notebook is a waterproof notebook and it allows you to write down all your journal entries, all your notes and everything like that, and not worry about it getting wet and all of that ink running and you losing all of those notes that you've made. On the Appalachian Trail especially, it is very wet. It rains a lot, and the last thing you want is to make all of these journal entries, make all these notes, and then suddenly the rain comes and you've just left with a blurry mess. So a waterproof notebook is perfect for a hiker that's looking to write things down and also going to possibly a wet area, or maybe going on an extended through hike where it is likely to rain at some point. They're really cheap as well. You can get a 3-pack for about $10. Number six is a long-handled spoon or a long-handled spork. I've got this one. It's a bamboo one from Gossamer Gear, but a lot of people prefer a titanium long-handled spork. The reason is because you have those large dehydrated meal packs, and when you're trying to dig to the bottom to get your food out, if your spoon or spork is not long enough, you're going to end up with a dirty hand inside of that pack. We do not want that. We want to be able to scoop up the remainders of our meal without getting our hands dirty, or without resorting to just drinking it out of the pack. So one of these is a really good idea. They can set you back as little as $7. So number seven is a multi-function keychain. You can get one of these that hang off of your bag, and they've got 4 functions. They've got a whistle, a compass, a thermometer, and a magnifying glass, or at least a magnifying plastic. So they are very, very small, very, very light, multifunction. Obviously they're not going to be the best of everything, but it is useful sometimes to just have those little gadgets all in one and just hanging off the outside of your pack that you can use anytime you want. One of those can be picked up online for about $7, so they are really, really cheap, light and small. Number 8 is specifically for females or hikers with vaginas. It is a pee funnel, which is a little silicone funnel which you can use to pee directly into an empty plastic bottle. How that's useful is when you're in your tent and you're cozied up at night, and then suddenly you wake up in the middle of the night and you're desperate for a pee. Well, you don't have to get out of your tent or your hammock to go for a pee and walk around in the cold with the bears. You can just use a pee funnel, put the end into a plastic bottle. A lot of people use an empty Gatorade bottle, and they will use the pee funnel to pee into the Gatorade bottle, and then in the morning they walk out into the woods and empty it out. So a pee funnel is another good item because it costs only $7. It's packable because it's silicone. It can just be wedged into the corner of a backpack or just hung off the outside of the backpack. You can put it in a Ziploc and put it into an outside pocket, and that's a really, really practical item. Number 9 is a pee cloth. It's another item for females. It's a cloth that you can use to wipe after you've peed and keep everything dry and sanitary. The pee cloth just clips to the outside of the bag and hangs there, and they come in really, really funky designs. They'll only set you back about $10, and they can be washed out multiple times, and they can be used for the whole through hike. So number 10. While we're on the subject of peeing, let's get to pooping. It is really, really important when you're on trail to follow leave no trace principles, and leave no trace is exactly that. Don't leave any trace of your pooping anywhere that anybody else can see. So you need to dig a hole 6 inches deep and then poop in it and then cover it up. Digging with a stick or a tent peg is really, really hard. Why not use something that's designed for the task? This is a deuce of spades. It's 6 inches long, so you know exactly when you've dug the 6 inches, because when you've got your hole, you can put that in and go, oh, it's 6 inches deep. Perfect. You dig your hole with this, and then you can poop, and then you can put all the soil back on top. They come in multiple different sizes and colors. The size that I've got here is 0.45 ounces and has a little hole so that I can use a carabiner to clip it to the outside of my bag if I need to. I usually keep mine in a Ziploc with my toilet paper and my hand sanitizer and everything like that. This is a really good light item. It's made of titanium, and it's basically as light as a trowel can be, and it only costs about $20. Oh, cold. Number 11 is a bottle of permethrin. What is permethrin? Permethrin is a chemical that you can spray onto your clothes, which is non-harmful to humans, but it repels ticks. So if ticks start crawling on your clothing, they'll drop off. They don't want to be there. So you spray the permethrin all over your clothes. It lasts about 60 days and will keep the ticks off of your clothes, your backpack, your camping stuff. The brand that I use is Sawyer. You can get a 24-ounce bottle for $14. Number 12 on our list are sock liners. These ones from Injinji have separate toes, and the reason that you will get separate toe liner socks like this is because some people are very, very blister prone, and their toes seem to rub together. These aren't toes, these are fingers, and create blisters in between the toes, which is really, really, really painful. So that's why you would use these, because when you're walking, and if your toes were to rub together, they wouldn't actually be skin to skin contact. It would be sock to sock, and there wouldn't be as much chance of getting blisters. So these are a really great buy. They cost around $15, and they will reduce the chance of the person wearing them getting blisters in between their toes and making them miserable while they're hiking. Number 13 on the list is a repair kit. Now, a really simple repair kit might just be 2 items, which is a clear waterproof tape. I used a clear waterproof tape from Gorilla Glue to patch up a massive hole in my Dyneema tarp, and it's worked perfectly. It's still on the tarp now. I haven't had to take that tape off and put new tape on. It is perfect. It survived almost all of the through hike. I had a massive tree limb crash through my tarp while I was sleeping, and it created a huge hole in my tarp. So I managed to patch that up with clear Gorilla tape, and it's been waterproof, sealed the hole shut, and it's been perfect all the way through the through hike from Virginia all the way to the end. I didn't have any problems with it. It was malleable, so I was able to pack my Dyneema tarp down into a ball and pull it out, and the tape was still intact. It was not compromised. I didn't have to reapply it. It was a really, really good item. The second item that might be in a repair kit is super glue. Super useful. You just carry a little pot of glue, put it into a little bag or something like that. If it leaks, then it doesn't go everywhere all over your pack. But you get that little pot of super glue and you're going to find so many uses on a long distance hike. Through the course of my 6-month hiking on the Appalachian Trail, I used 2 pots of super glue. That's how often I was using it. It was really, really useful for fixing things on my trekking poles or my backpack or other little bits and pieces that just needed a little bit of adhesive just to keep it stuck together. You're using these items so much that it's really, really useful to have super glue to just fix those things up. And also it saves the hiker the cost of buying a new one when they can simply repair it themselves in the field. So those 2 items together will come in around $20, maybe a little bit less depending on where you're buying them. Number 14 on our stocking fillers list are gaiters. I made a whole video on why hikers should use these. You can find that just up there in that link there that's above my head to the side. But if you didn't want to watch that video, basically these clip onto your shoes and go around your ankles, and they act as a little skirt that stops debris and rocks getting into your shoes. So when you're hiking, you don't have to take off your shoes every 10 minutes and empty out all the sand and pebbles and other grit that you've chucked up into your shoes. You can just wear these and that will stop that. Dirty Girl gaiters make fantastic gaiters with all different types of colours so that you can look individual and be unique on trail. Those ones will cost around $20 and you'll find them on their website. So number 15 is a shoulder strap foam pocket. This shoulder strap pocket here came from Gossamer Gear, and it is the smaller version because I had a smaller phone when I first bought it. It has an elasticated pocket on the front here that you can put sunglasses or snacks or something into there, and the pocket at the back here is zippered shut so that you can put your phone into it and simply zipper it up, and that will keep the rain off of it. It is not fully waterproof, so don't submerge it, but when it's raining it will keep your phone safe. The pocket itself has Velcro straps and will pretty much attach to any backpack. As I said, it comes in small and large sizes and it can be found on the Gossamer Gear website for $20 to $22. If you wanted to go for something that was a little bit more lightweight or a little bit more durable, Hyperlight Mountain Gear have another one that costs about twice that, I believe, and you can find that on their website, but it's made out of lighter material and it's a little bit more durable according to people I spoke to. Now number 16 on the list is a CNOC water bladder. Is it CNOC or is it CNOC? A CNOC water bladder comes in 2 or 3 litre variants. This is the 3 litre variant that I've got here. I added a little bit of string to the top just so that it was easier to carry. What you do with this is you go to a water source and you open the top here, you let the water in, you use the clip to seal it up, and then you can just carry it with you. That's a really good way of carrying water with you on trail, and it just rolls up very small and packs away really easily. So that's a great way to carry water and have it fold down nice and neat. They're made out of silicone and they're very robust. I really like using this on trail. It was so much easier to use this instead of carrying 3, 4, 5 extra plastic bottles. I just had to carry this. You can find these online, both the 2 and 3 litre variants, for roughly around $25. Number 17 is a water filter. If you're going out for an extended hike, then it is really important that you have one way of filtering water. There are many different options like iodine tablets or boiling water, but by far the most popular is to have an inline filter like this that you can just screw on top of your CNOC bag and squeeze all the water through. Or if you prefer, you can put it straight on top of the bottle and drink straight from it, but most people will actually take the water and filter it into clean water bottles from here and use this specifically for the dirty water from the streams. Getting something like this for a hiker is a great way for them to get water from streams and rivers on trail and reduce the chance that they're going to get sick. The filter that I've got here is an Alpkit Hippo. It has threads on both ends to screw bottles or CNOCs onto so that you can filter directly from one to the other. But by far the most popular brand of water filter on trail is a Sawyer. Number 18 is a portable charging block. One of these will help keep all of your devices charged on trail. So this is a 10,000 milliamp hour and this is a 20,000 milliamp hour. You can see the difference in size there. Depending on the charging brick you get, you will get different outputs. This one only has USB, whereas this one has USB-C and also USB. The brand that I use is Anker. This is the Anker 10,000, this is the Anker 20,000. They have loads and loads of different variants, not just the 10,000 and 20,000, but this one here cost me about $35. Number 19 is the Nightcore NU25 headlamp. This is the older variant. They've just brought out a newer one which is brighter and also more lightweight, but this is fantastic. A little headlamp like this. It's rechargeable by USB, which means that you don't have to carry spare batteries. As you see, it's smaller than a pack of matches. It has the stretchy strap here that you can put around your head. It's very easy to adjust the size, just like that. So it has a red light and a white light on it. The red light has 3 different modes of brightness, including a flashing light, and the white light has 4 different modes of brightness. This is a really useful tool for hiking, and I wouldn't go without it when I go hiking. Both this variant and the brand new variant will cost you around $37. And number 20, the last thing on our stocking fillers list, is an REI gift card. If none of those options that I've given you are good enough and you still can't think of anything to buy, then just grab a gift card. With this option, you can leave it up to the person what they want to buy, and you can also choose how much you want to spend. If you want to spend $50 on somebody, then just buy them the gift card. If you want to buy $20, then just buy them that. It's far more useful, and then the person could buy exactly what they want. So that's it. That's the list of 20 possible stocking filler items that you could get for the hiker in your life this Christmas. If you have any more ideas for other people, then please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, then please like it. If you want to see more from me, then please subscribe. And if you think this video would be useful for anybody else, then please share it to anybody who's interested in camping, hiking, or adventure travel. So that's it from me. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. So these are waterproof notebooks that you can pick up for... Oh god, I don't want that in the background. We're going to start again. Once that police car's gone. God, there's so much noise. For living in the middle of nowhere, there's so much noise.